Hey, pushing it crew. It's your girl Key. Mind don't mind the hair. I'm about to get it together. I'm at the laundromat right now. Getting myself prepared for work today, and I'm trying to do this so I want to start rolling away. I'm trying to. I'm trying to do this little quick little 1 2 1 2. I just want to let you guys know, don't be discouraged. Again, don't mind the hair. I'm about to flat iron all this, and girl, pull the button up and make it look all extra cute. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. A lot of things have happened since the last video I uploaded. And I'm going through a little transition right now. But I want this video to be viewed and understood that life happens. We go through ups and downs. We sorry guys, trying to pull it together. We go through ups and downs, and life throws us a lot of curveballs. And with those curveballs, I'm noticing, like, when people show up on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, it's like everything is so fucking perfect. Like, it's like they have the perfect lives. They have people out here really out here hurting themselves trying to live this life. And what you guys need to understand is that your walk is your walk. The way your walk doesn't look like my walk or the next person's walk or the next YouTuber you see. You can want to reach those goals, far as putting in the work, the effort, the time, the energy into your channel, into yourself, into your life. But it will never show up like the next person's. You can get close to it, but you will never be that person. So excuse cars, because again, I told y'all I'm at the laundromat. You guys gotta understand that matter of fact, I was watching the interview with Angie Martinez and Tahaji P. Henson, and it was so, I got so much from out of that interview. The way I show up in the world is the way I show up in the world. Okay? There will be a lot of no's before there's a yes. Sometimes, you feel down and you're in your spirit. And see, those are the videos that people do not show. Okay? Like right now, I'm going through. Oh, I'm going through. You know, I've lost a lot, but I've gained a lot in those losses. I know there's lessons for me to learn, and I'm learning those lessons. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I started this channel, it's going to be the evolution of me. You're going to see my highs, you're going to see my lows, and I think that's what people connect with the most. I need everyone to understand that living is a struggle by itself. It's someone out here that might want to hurt themselves. It might be somebody out here who feel as though everything is going so wrong, and it's like, I have nowhere to turn to. Yes, you do. You have to turn it to yourself. You have to turn it to God. You have to have faith. Faith. That saying, faith is small as a mustard seed. I mean, you have to. A grain of salt, a grain of sand. Like, excuse me, y'all, when I was itching is, that time of the year. I'm allergic to pollen, so yeah, it is what it is. It's hard to go and navigate through this thing we call life, because you don't know what other people's true intentions are for you. For you, trusting people in this day and age is very, very hard. We have a lot of people out here faking. They are faking. I mean, they are faking. Some of the men you sleeping next to is faking. Some of the women you sleeping next to are faking. They are full of, and you have to be able to learn to decipher between What is good for your spirit and what isn't good for your spirit. I'm going through this transition right now to figuring it out. It's a lot of updates. Baby daddy is back. Child. Y'all, that's gonna be a whole nother interview. Child. I'm gonna put him on the video and we're gonna discuss it. And the situation, how I felt about it, how he felt about it, where we stand now together, um, how we're migrating through it all, how are we realigning ourselves. It was 8.5 months, and I mean, even we have our little spats here and there where I had to tell him, like, I'm not that same woman that you left 8 months ago. She doesn't exist anymore because I put in time and effort in myself. And I want to do this video with him because I want women and men alike to really like understand everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to relationships and how it shows up in your day-to-day life and your day-to-day experiences, and how certain situations transcends into your job, into how you interact with your children, how you interact with your friends, how you just navigating through a day-to-day process. I really want this to be shown. I think it'll be very enlightening. I also think that a lot of people can get some growth from it, some understanding, from another male's perspective, and not just as women, because men have feelings too. And excuse it, some big old truck, y'all. Sorry, y'all. But it's a lot. Um, Having to learn to allow him in my space again, and to trust that the love that was there, that we can still build on it. Um, like I told him, I had to detox him. I literally had to detox. And it's nothing wrong. I think everyone should detox at least once or twice every 6 months. Once or twice every 6 months. Detox. There's nothing wrong with it. You tend to grow. You tend to mature, understand things from a different perspective, and not always just your own understanding. You know, it's a lot going on out here in this world. Pushing Crew, I named the channel Keep It Pushing because I'm a very strong individual. Okay? I have taken a lot. I've dished out my fair share of stuff as well. So I don't want it to be like a one-sided thing, like I have never done anything to hurt someone, because I don't believe it's a person out here on this earth that hasn't hurt someone in one form, shape, or another. You might not have recognized it. You might not have thought you did, but you did. You've altered someone's life. So I just want to take today, because I have not been uploading and I need to upload. I want to, excuse me, I have to sneeze. Excuse me, Pushing Crew. I really want to document this. Like, I really want you guys to see the evolution of me. I'm a little self-conscious about myself. And I think anybody that gets on a camera and then puts it out to the world, for the world to have an opinion, everyone crosses that bridge. And I thank you for the people that have followed me, and thank you to the future ones who are sitting here that will see this upload and be like, okay, she's down. She seems real cool to talk to. But yeah, it's a lot that's going on, and me and baby daddy is gonna sit down and we can discuss the situation, without malice, anger, frustration. you know he did, entertain a person during the break, which I took offense to, because I feel as though, like, if we're going our separate ways, and granted, I shouldn't have asked that question, and granted, I shouldn't have required him to answer, but I wanted to know, because for me, I was being truthful to my heart, and got these kids. excuse me, I was being truthful to myself. I was being truthful to my heart. And I couldn't see myself sleeping with another man. I couldn't see myself, like embracing another person. And 8 months is not a long enough time period to move on to someone. But for men, I see that there is really no limit to it. Like, you can just go on, and yeah. But I say all of this to say is that life is real, and it's enough pain and suffering out here for you not to bring it upon yourself and in your heart and in your space. Your time with yourself should be one of the most sacred times ever while you're here on this earth. It's someone who feels as though that someone doesn't love them. It's someone out here who feels as their family never supported them. Their friends never supported them. They can't catch a break. They can't get that promotion. They're going overlooked. They're underpaid. They're underwealth. Like, it's someone that's right now going through an eviction. It's someone right now going through, hungry. Their kids being taken. You got a woman that's doing everything that she could possibly do, and it's haters out here that don't. Man, if I tell you anything, you will be amazed at how many people look at your life and think that you are like doing it, and you over there struggling and praying every day that you can keep a roof over your head, your lights on, gas in your car, food on the table. You know what I'm saying? Do you have a job the next week? Or I need a job within a month, or I'm gonna lose everything that I worked so hard for. Like, you will be amazed at how many people sit there and think that your life is like just fairy tales, just fairy dust sprinkled all over the place, not realizing that every day that you're praying, every day that you're really putting in the effort, you're putting in the work. Some people are like one blink away from losing everything. And it's hard, especially now in this day and age. It's very, very hard. Like, I've been trying to upgrade my job. I want to get back into doing what I was doing before pandemic. And one thing, like my children's father, he was like, you should have never left the job that you had. That was almost $70,000 a year. Why would you leave? And I was like, because I didn't see the growth. And you have to understand that sometimes you're going to walk away from some things that you're going to feel like, damn, I should have never walked away from. But you have to. It was a lesson in that walk away that you needed for yourself. It's not how someone else views things. It's how you view them. You and only you know what's good for your heart. Like, everybody has a friend that's like, oh, fuck that nigga, excuse me, that ninja. I'm correcting myself. I told y'all I'm learning this YouTube stuff. F that ninja, you know what I'm saying, whatever, he ain't this, da 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 da. What's not for your friend does not work for you. See, she might get a man that might be financially suited, financially takes care of her. But she at home every night when she get off the phone with you playing that part. She at home by herself because he's laid up with somebody else. See, that's the reality that a lot of women don't sit on this app and they tell you. A lot of these people get on this app and they befriend you just to find out your personal information, just so they can start a YouTube channel, start wars. Or like, I'm seeing all of this crazy stuff. Push and crew, I need you guys to stay consistent with yourself. Stay grinding for yourself. This is one lesson that you're going to have to learn if you don't already know. You have one trip around this world. One. There are no do-overs. Once God calls you home, that's it. Whatever is done is done. Your kids got whatever, your man got whatever, your side piece got whatever, your mama got whatever, your brother, sister, whatever you gave is what you gave. Be a little bit more kind to those that you love. Hold on to them a little bit tighter than what you're doing. Granted, you can't choose your family, but you got to love them anyway. Even the ones that you don't speak to. It's a difference between having friends with someone that you grow, away from. Like, you grow away from people. You do. You get older. You mature. If the things that you entertained in your 20s, you're not going to entertain in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, and so on and so on. You cannot stay young looking if you're stressing. You have to learn to allow, which I'm learning this lesson too. That's why I'm speaking. Change the things that you can change, and let the things that you can't, let God deal with it. If your kids got taken away from you and it's unfair, you have to do what you can do within that power to get your kids back. And then once you get your kids back, never put yourself or your children in that position again. Sometimes as women, we have to own up to the shit that we do. And a lot of it might not feel good, but sometimes we got to hold that mirror up to our face. We get into these trips as women, and ego plays a whole big part in a lot of shit that we do. And we got to learn to check that fucking ego. That ego needs to go out. You got to check your ego. There's nothing wrong with having an ego. That was one of the things that I learned listening to the interview with Angie Martinez and Taraji P. Henson. Like, everyone has an ego. And there's nothing wrong with having an ego if you checking your ego on a regular basis. It's nothing absolutely wrong with it. Absolutely nothing wrong with having an ego. You know what I mean? I just think that we as individuals, and stop grouping yourself with some of these people, okay? Stop grouping. Okay, hold up. Before we go on, stop grouping yourself with your friends. Because truth be told, some of your best friends are on their knees sucking hella and eating a whole lot of ooh-op to afford some of them bags, and half of them bags are fake. Half of them damn fakes. Child, how are you affording a $5,000 bag, but your rent ain't nothing but $300? Them bags are fake. Stop trying to live up. If you can afford a Louis, get a Louis. If you can afford a Louis, you shouldn't be on nobody's Section 8. You shouldn't be on nobody's this and nobody's that. You should be able to cover all your bills if you're walking around with a Louis. A fake Burke. MC, I don't care. I understand some of these bags ain't nothing but $300-$400, but just think, you could have took that $300-$400 and invested in yourself and started a business where your kids could have longevity. I'm not saying don't spoil yourself and get yourself something every now and then again, or get you something whenever you want it, if your finances are suited like that. But in this day and age, I think we're beyond the labels. At least mature people are. They're beyond the labels. You look at Hollywood and you look at things, and it's like it's so much going on. Like, do I really need to be walking around with a $5,000 bag? Like, you got a $5,000 bag, a $70,000 car, but you pulling up in front of an apartment complex. Make that make sense? Why are you not pulling into the driveway of a home? Just make it make sense. Yes, my hair looks crazy right now. I'm not trying to sit on no app and try to make it seem like I'm paid in full, because I'm not. I'm working at it. I'm trying to get a business off the ground. I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to bring my presence on YouTube. I'm trying to gain a following, to gain a check. We all doing it. We're all doing it. Everyone is going to make a profit out of it some way. Even though right now I'm not monetized, or I don't have enough followings to get all of that. YouTube still makes money off of every time we upload to their platform, because they're pushing it out to somebody to see it. You know what I mean? I just need everybody to just stop trying to follow their little friends and everything, and just be grounded and stay true to you and stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? I look a little crazy right now, but in about another hour, honey, I'm going to look like and feel like the $1,000,000. I don't shit shower, I don't shave. I just washing uniforms so I could continue to make money. You know what I'm saying? The right way, without compromising who I am. And I'm not sitting here trying to bash anybody or down anybody for doing it. However, but by all means, I literally mean you whatever you do is your business. I don't have to do that. But I just want people to stop worshiping some of these people because you don't know what they're doing behind closed doors. Honey, some of the times half of these people take off their makeup, you don't even know who the hell they are. You have no clue. You be like, what? What was? I mean, look at the thing with Blac Chyna. She's telling women now don't do butt injections, implants, all of that. And it's like for me, I've always been a slim petite woman my whole life. My whole life. And I used to walk around and be like, oh my God, my girl, my best friends, friends since I had since age 10. I'm like, she hipped out and breast out, and it was like the boys wanted her. But as I got older, I was like, I don't want all that attention. I want somebody who can recognize me for who I am in the present essence of where I am. Like, you can look at the petiteness of me and be like, I can rock with that. She's sexy in her own lane. She ain't out here showing boobs. She ain't out here showing all her ass. Like, she on some chill, like, get to know her type. Okay, let me see what shorty about. And to be honest with you, that's how I got married, because I was that chill girl in the cut that didn't want to show off her body. And when I finally did put on something, me and the boo-boo going out or whatever, I'm like, damn, baby, it's like, I see you when you get sexy for me when it's our intimate time, and I'm like, damn, you bad. You know what I'm saying? In your own right. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You don't have to have butt injections and boob jobs. And I can see you want to do cosmetic surgery, like fix your teeth. Like, I plan on fixing my teeth. I don't know about nobody else, but I plan on fixing mine. Okay? Because I've always wanted to fix my teeth, even as a kid. I just, back then, the price of it was, and then I'm glad I didn't, because, yeah, back then to now, the way they're doing everything with fixing your mouth, it's amazing, how things came about. Hold on, y'all, I'm just trying to check on the time, because I got to be to work at 3. It's a lot into that, you know what I mean? But I'm not going out here to get breast implants because I want somebody to notice me, because my husband, God rest his soul, he noticed me. My children's father noticed me. And I don't want to ultimately change my body. Like, God gave me this body for a reason. I was meant to show up in the world the way I am. I don't want to follow the trends of everyone else. I don't want to look like everybody else. I love me. I want to fix my teeth because I just want to have beautiful teeth. So when my kids have their weddings and I go through my second wedding, because girl, it's coming. I ain't tell y'all that little tidbit, but y'all gonna find out when me and the people sit down. I'm a plain Jane. I don't look for all of this extravagance that everyone is looking for. Like, I deal with people from the heart of who they are, and like I said before, he's not a bad guy. It's just priorities, like, be consistent with me, make me a priority in your world. And I have to understand that his love language is one thing and my love language is another. And I can't keep beating him down because he doesn't display, I guess, exactly everything that I want him to display. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure it's a lot of things that he can say, that he will say, that I'm like, well, damn, I didn't look at it that way. You know what I mean? I ain't saying settle. Person hurt you and you don't want to deal with it no more, don't. I will never tell you to stay into anything that you don't want to. But just promise me that you're going to show up in the world with yourself. Because again, this day and age, this time, is real, really, really real. And I see a lot of women following a lot of other women trying to get to some level that God never intended for them to be. That person's level is that person's level. Your level could be elevated 10 times higher than what that person's level is. So stop sitting here and thinking that Okay, it's one thing to admire. Okay, I looked at a lot of content creators, and I love their lives. I love what they're doing. Like, a lot of people don't like Peach McIntyre. I love Peach McIntyre. I think she is one of the most down to earth, funny people. Like, she says it, and she doesn't care, and I love it. Like, she come on and her hair. That's why I was like, you know what? Fuck all that. No, look, this is me. I woke up and my man still laying in the bed waiting on me to come in. Ain't gonna pick me up from work because I don't feel like driving today. After this laundromat, I'm parking my car because gas is too goddamn high. Gas is $3.15. Well, no, $3.55 a gallon. And granted, I only work 10 minutes away from where I stay, but it's just the point. I don't want to drive. I love my man picking me up. I do. I love my man taking out the trash. I love my man interacting with the kids. I love him doing certain things, and I'm not ashamed of that. I'm okay with being a woman. Like, I had to tell a coworker of mine. They was like, "Keisha, you are so strong." I was like, "Girl, I don't want to be strong. I want to be sensitive. I want to be able to fall in my man's arms and let him fix it. I'll be strong when I need to. Yes, indeed, I will. But that's because God built us women that way. But I'm soft. I cry. I have issues. I have arguments. I don't like certain things. Some things my man can say to me to just put me right in my place, and I love it. I mean, it's not him being disrespectful, like, aggressively put me in my place, but sometimes we be talking and he'd be like, pushing, you shouldn't have moved that way. And I'm like, why would you say I shouldn't have moved that way? And he'll tell me, and I'll be like, you know what? Okay, you're right. You're raising these women to not respect some of the decisions that their men have told them to move. And a lot of the times, a lot of us make huge mistakes because we didn't listen to our significant other, because we feel as though they're not where we are. So if you feel that way about your significant other, why are you with them? Coffee break. Yes, I went to Mickey D's. Come on, give me this endorsement. Come on, endorsement. Because I don't have Starbucks money every day. And that McDonald's app worked just fine. But I say this to say, love yourself. Be true to yourself. Keep it pushing. Okay? Because it's hard. Wake up every day and tell yourself you love you. Even when you don't hear it from other places. But God will send people to show up in your life where you can see where it's coming from. And it might not come from the person you want it to come from, because maybe at that particular time, God doesn't want you to rely on that person. He wants you to totally rely on Him. And He sends what you need when you need it, even in the most uncomfortable situations. My theory is, when you're comfortable, that's when your life goes crazy. But when you're uncomfortable, you become comfortable. Don't let that go over your head. When you're uncomfortable, you become very, very comfortable. Because when you're uncomfortable, it motivates you. It pushes you to go and do more. So did no one tell you today they loved you? Pusha loves you. If no one told you that you matter, you matter. If you don't show up in the world, I don't have no one to kiki with. I have no one to leave a comment down below. I have no one to, once we get this channel up and popping, to be getting up on the panel and kiki and having our Friday night spins with the music and everything that I have planned for us. Okay? If you're not here, I don't have no one to let's work out, because I got a little baby girl, just a little, just a little baby girl that we gonna work on this summer, child. I need my pushing crew for all that. We gotta get it going. So show up today for yourself. Sometimes that's exactly what we have to do. We can't wait for other people to show up for us. We have to show up for ourselves. If I don't tell you, if no one tells you, you keep right on pushing. Till next time with your girl, Car Chronicles. Well, hopefully the next video that I post, it will be... let me come up with a cute little name for this video. We'll do the Sip and Chill with Bay. We'll do the Sip and Chill with Bay. And we'll discuss this past year. And it won't be no arguments. It will be just true dialogue in our true essence, you know. And maybe he'll appear now and again, you know. Maybe we'll do an Eat With Me where we can sit down and we'll have dinner and we'll just talk and, yeah, just chill with me. So until next time and in between time, playtime is over. It's time for you to get back into you. And if don't nobody tell you, Pushing loves you, boo. All right, your girl out. Bye.